Yo, what is up, all my gamers? It's the Game Wizard, and today we're back with another episode of Hackers and How to Deal with Them. Episode 2, Everything Else in TF2. So basically, what that means is I've looked over all the basic categories of Team Fortress 2 hacks in my spare time, playing games, researching, and stuff like that. And basically, I came to the conclusion that there's actually just three main categories of hacks, and aimbot falls underneath one of them. I'll explain those in a little bit. But first, again, I gotta do a warning and a disclaimer. Disclaimer, this is my interpretation based on some video proof and some reading. There might be hacks that don't fall into these categories or I just haven't heard about, so be warned. Also, warning, chat is not turned off, so viewer discretion is advised, or just don't look to the bottom left, whatever floats your goat. Alright, to begin, let's cover the three main categories I mentioned earlier. Weapon hacks, movement hacks, and view or point of view hacks. Weapon hacks encompass aimbot along with trigger bots, silent aim hacks, and crit hacks. All of them are rather self-explanatory. Aimbot enhances aim, trigger hacks make it so you can't miss your shots, and crit hacks changes the server's crit rate count for the player. Now basically, if you don't know how critical or random crits happen in Team Fortress 2, basically through an extended period of time, the server tests players how much damage per second and how many shots they're doing and how much of everything they're doing. So this is, I'll explain this in another video, but I'm pretty sure this is why the engineer always has crits for the Jag. So anyway, that's a different...
But that's a different plate of cookies for a different glass of milk.
So basically, the crit hacks just changes what the server gets for those values and makes it so that your crit rate is super high when it shouldn't be. Silent aim is just a fancier version of aimbot basically, where the player doesn't need to play sniper to use it and it's a lot less conspicuous. Basically, you can play like scout and you won't miss your shots, and it's a bit sketchy, but it's super hard to actually spot. In my previous video, I called this soft aimbot, alright? And so, let's just make amends right now and say that silent aim and soft aimbot in my book will be considered the same thing. Alright, movement hacks enhance your movement around the playing field through either jumping movement or just some other way, I don't know how. But the only solid concrete evidence I've ever seen of this is in speed hacking. I haven't seen jump hacking yet, mostly because that's just like the scout with the soda popper and the atomizer. But whatever. That may just be me. I might have just not seen any other one, but basically speed hacking is what it sounds like. It hacks the console so that you have a higher movement speed than you actually should have. Point of view hacks are kind of weird because they include spin bot, ESP, and removals. Now spin bots are basically... It basically makes it so that the spectators that see the player spinning on their screen think, oh, this guy's just spinning really hard and he isn't hacking. It basically makes it so that you can't see their aimbot, but everybody that plays with aimbot uses this for some reason. And the spin bot is the marker pretty much for hard aimbot. And it's what I labeled as hard aimbot in my previous video, so spin bot plus aimbot equals hard aimbot. Just remember that. I don't know why you would want to remember that, but if you're watching my videos, I guess you could remember it, whatever. ESP makes enemy players into visible wireframes that you can see through walls. Basically, it's kind of like wall hacks, but fancier. And it's like a lot more sophisticated. Alright, removals range from just removing the bleed and Girardi screen effect, like you know how the screen tints yellow or red based on your effect, and then if you're bleeding you'll have like a little screen jitter. Well, basically removals can take that away, and that's not that bad. Usually you won't get banned for that. But some removals can actually range up to removing bullet spread entirely from your guns. Now, I'm pretty sure that you can pair aimbot with pretty much any of these and it'll make it super easy to like kill everybody. Remember last video where I mentioned that heavy that kept like aimbotting in front of the other team's spawn? I'm pretty sure he was also using removals to take out bullet spread, because it's almost impossible for aimbot to actually kill with heavy unless you're using a removal. Or he could be just doing silent aim. I don't know. I don't have video proof of any of this, so it's just speculation. Anyway, there is a fourth smaller category for these hacks, which I'm going to call miscellaneous. And they include achievement hacks, tapping hacks, and CVAR manipulators. Achievement hacks make it so you can get promotional items and stuff like the proof of purchase, but this doesn't really affect the game, it just affects your cosmetics, which I guess matter to people more. That's probably why it's called a hat simulator. Tapping hacks make it seem like the player is laggy, but really all it does is cut the server side latency down super low, making it harder to land shots on them. You look like you're lagging when you have this, but to everybody else, like, you're just jittering all around the place. And then if you're playing with these hacks, it looks like everybody else is kind of slow. But that's just because you're going really fast and it's impossible for people to hit you. And if you pair this with like silent aim, it'll make you like almost impossible to kill until VAC finds you. Anyway, CVAR manipulators are super weird because they allow for server-wide console breaking, as far as I can tell. It's very rare, but it's super annoying and feasible, and I don't know what you would do for this. Probably just like spawn bombs on the enemy team for whatever reason. I don't know why you would do that. But yeah, that's about all I've been able to dig up for this, I guess. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked it, you can leave a like down below and comment down below telling me if I should continue this for like another game, because it's only 2 episodes and it's already done pretty much. Anyway, subscribe for more content and notifications when I upload, and I'll see you all later. Keep on gaming.